Hello everyone, this is Chachi, with me is Maxwell.
Hello.
Welcome to Ace Combat 2. Welcome to the Attract mode. Here's a guy who's really damn good at the game. Just did a barrel roll around a suspension bridge. Son of a bitch.
Showing off the possibilities.
Yeah, you're probably not going to see much like that out of me, unfortunately. Anyway, this is Ace Combat 2, the sequel to Ace Combat, or as it was known in the US, Air Combat.
Hey Eddie, this does seem unsafe.
It's extremely unsafe, and it's only going to get worse from here. Let's see. We've already configured our options. Let's see. I'm going to adjust the sound a little bit, and then we'll be ready to go. All right. We'll play on normal.
Why don't you show off the controls? Oh, a bit too late for that.
Oh, you mean the control config screen?
Yeah.
We can go over it at a later time. I kind of want to dive in.
Yeah.
Been excited for this all week. So, people who are paying attention to the story, surprisingly enough, which includes me this time, of Ace Combat, may notice that Ace Combat 2's story sounds pretty similar. Oh hey, there was a coup d'etat while the leaders of an important military power were out of the country doing diplomacy. Go take care of it.
Scarface.
Yeah.
We have a name now.
Mm-hmm. We are Scarface 1. Probably.
Because last time we were just sort of nameless, right?
Yeah, we were just that pilot.
Yeah. And our buddy was just that guy.
Whoever
Hootin' and hollering.
Yeah, we had a co-pilot. Didn't get a name, but boy, we
didn't ever
we heard
see
from
him.
Right. So we have.
Yeah, Scarface is a pretty good team name.
Yeah. So our first mission takes place in the vicinity of the Twinkle Islands, which is oddly whimsical for an air combat game. We got 4 choices. We can select a mission, we can buy or sell aircraft in the arsenal, we can check our data logs for stuff related to how well we're doing and what we've done over the course of the game, and of course we can save and whatnot. I'm going to save real quick just to make sure my key configuration is all green. We will continue. So let's take a look at what our arsenal is right now. We have the humble and venerable A4 Skyhawk, manufactured by Douglas Aeronautics, Douglas Aircraft Company. That's what it was. People might notice that is the second half of the more contemporary McDonnell Douglas Aeronautics manufacturer. This was manufactured in the early 50s before the companies merged. And of course we have the F4 Phantom, which we saw last game. I'm not going to sell either of these because I do want to use both of them. And we're going to start with the Stinky Baby mission. We'll use the Skyhawk because it's, we're just going to have a casual time, and we won't lose as much money if I crash it. We have our sweet Battlezone 1980s style map showing off the topography of the area as well as our targets. We got a couple of B-52s being escorted by, looks like F4 Phantoms. Easy as pie. We could take these guys out in an ultralight and a gun. just bring up a Smith & Wesson 357. There's our little Scarface emblem on a tail. This mission is Gamut. We're going to go out of cockpit mode. Okay. Hey, a carrier.
Friendly.
Oh, it is friendly.
Well,
that's why I couldn't target it. Let's
big old friend on there.
I could target the bombers right off, but I want to go after their escort first. That'll get me more cash. Bombers are slow enough.
So if you take out the targets, then
yeah,
the mission ends, even if there's still other stuff on the field.
correct.
Good to know.
Got it. All right. Don't think they had another escort craft with them, so it's just down to these 4 pigeons to whack. Oh no, there is another.
Yeah,
Phantom
there was
out here.
an F4.
Another pair of them. Well, overshot him. Whatever. We'll try on this guy.
I see the co-pilot is still chatty.
Yep. The gun graphics in this are much improved. I like the way you can see them sort of slip into the distance as the tracers get further away from your position.
Oh, hey.
Hey, another Skyhawk. Hello. Same hat. Same hat. Same hat.
Same bullets.
Come back. Same hat. That's probably gonna miss. Nope, I got him. Nice. Alright, now if I had to guess, the other Phantom is gonna be catching up to the bombers, so we'll just race up to get at him.
Rather large map.
Oh yeah. Ace Combat 2 is a significant step forward from its predecessor. We have, like, terrain that sort of loads in a way that makes sense and doesn't just, like, pop in most cases. The aircraft are more detailed, the sound is way better.
How much later did this come out after Air Combat?
Let's see, Air Combat I want to say was 1994, this game is 1995.
So relatively shortly after one another.
Yep.
No, it's like 95 to 97.
95 in Japan, so... Huh.
Air Combat was 95, and Ace Combat 2 was 97.
I was looking at the friggin' copyright section on the title screen, like that's when the damn game came out. That's the license. Yeah, got that one down. Right. I'm too busy thinking about guns and planes.
That's fine.
Get you.
So it looks like for the first few years of the series' life, it came out every 2 years.
Which is a pretty brisk development cycle.
Yeah. Because Air Combat was 95, Ace Combat 2, 97, 3, 99, 4, 2001, and then there's a 2-year break before Ace Combat 5 in 2004.
Yep. I think the damage to my plane is going to get deducted from my score like with previous games.
And then 94 to 2011 was just bounty for Ace Combat games.
It sort of depends. I don't really count Ace Combat Advance because, like, it wasn't good.
Ah.
It's not a nice thing to say, but the game stunk on ice. It was not great. Also now we get a little summary of what we did. Look at me fly around like a fucking idiot. Just corkscrew all over the place.
Pretty straight line also, though.
Yep. I incurred $1,580 worth of damage to my craft, which frankly is a drop in the bucket. And we've been promoted.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And new crafts.
Mm-hmm. KFC 7. Is it the son of Vegan again?
Let's see. 2000.
No, that is the Israel Aircraft Industries Kfir.
Ace Combat 5 was in 2004, Advanced 2005, 0 and X in 2006, 6 in 2007, nothing in 2008. 2009, Ace Combat XI. But it's a lowercase I, so it's not like... it's like Ace Combat Z? She?
Could be like Xi, the
Xi.
Greek letter, or it could be... that might have been a mobile game.
Yeah, maybe. And then all the Assault Horizons in 2010, 2011.
One of them was good and one of them wasn't.
And Infinity was the online one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was 2014.
And then
Assault Horizon Legacy Plus 2015, and last year Ace Combat 7. So between 2004 and 2011, there was a ton of stuff, but then Assault Horizon bombed, and the online one was not as successful either.
No, it actually did quite well. It was the whole thing that encouraged Namco. What the fuck am I saying? Namco Bandai to take another swing at the series. Partially because it didn't take them a lot of money to develop, since it was largely using an engine they pretty much already had, and made money decently, because that's the way free-to-play games go, is you sell cosmetics and extra game time and stuff like that.
Biplanes.
Yeah.
Eddie?
Yeah.
That's actually real good.
Yeah. But we're gonna deep fry that plane first. Let's try the F4 this time. I didn't fly it at all in air combat, and
I thought you started with the F4, like that was the first one you had.
You had one in your possession, but you also had an F-14, and really there's no contest. Hello. I'm surprised I didn't crash into him. Let's see. There you are. It's actually quite auspicious that the first aircraft we encounter this mission are MiG-21s, because these two aircraft were the ones who stood in opposition to each other during the Vietnam War.
Huh.
The U.S. forces were using a combination of aircraft, but the most famous and one of the most cutting edge of the time was the F-4 Phantom, and the forces arrayed against them were making copious use of MiG-21 fish beds. Also MiG, hell, what was the other one? The immediate predecessor I'm having a little trouble remembering. I mean, we're right here. We may as well shoot at this E-767. It's Superfly. This is a new addition in Ace Combat 2. We have skilled pilots, enemy aces. They've got their own call signs. They're mean, they're lean, and they're ready to kick your ass.
Ooh.
Superfly managed to roll his aircraft and take that missile on a non-critical component, so he's still flying. Shooting these guys down gets you little medals. Superfly is doomed. He's an ace, but he's not that ace. Now we're zeroing in on you.
Hey, same plane.
Yep.
There's a lot of variety in the enemy planes very early in.
Yes. Interestingly, enemy force composition gets a little bit less variegated as you go on, because they figure, like, if these are regular armies you're fighting, they're probably not going to have, like, one of each kind of aircraft from 1952 to 1967. Like, maybe they'll have a standardization going on, like squadrons of same aircraft as opposed to just this motley crew.
Yeah.
But now they're just sort of throwing whatever. And you do see some variety even in later games. I can't leave this mission without making my Daikatana reference. Slowest aircraft wins. Say goodbye to your cargo and your plane. We can see that this is a retrofitted F4, which actually has an onboard cannon, because we learned the lessons of the Vietnam War. Because somebody had to.
Yep.
Might not be close enough to him. Come here. Let me get you.
I like how things are sort of coming off.
Yes, that is another thing that we get, is a little bit of additional detail, so you can see, like,
That you're actually hitting something.
yeah, your bullets are spalling. You can see their airframe start to fall apart, stuff like that. That's neat.
And I assume it's possible to hit a plane while it's falling out of the sky.
Inconclusive. I think that's possible in maybe later games, but as far as I know, in the early ones, once you KO something, it stops being a physics object.
Ah.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's try to get that guy inverted. Well, I tagged him, but I didn't shoot him down. I'm just tormenting this poor cargo plane. There we go.
Making him wish he had his brown pants. Surprised you're not doing the replays.
Yeah, I probably could.
At least show it off.
The replay function in this is basically the last couple of the last couple of seconds before the mission completed. Got through that with no damage and a lot of cash earned, so we did it. We also got promoted again. And we have access to this sweet medal from Superfly and the A6 Intruder, which is a ground attack aircraft, and also reconnaissance, I think?
Superfly.
Yep. Just in time, we've got an attack on Anchorhead Bay. A ground attacker would come in quite handy. I'm gonna go ahead and save my game, just for grins. Oh, we have somebody with a southern accent doing our briefing this time.
Is he? It's sort of hard to tell.
There's a twang, trust me. It's going in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, is it really worth launching an attack to get a single aircraft carrier? The answer is emphatically yes.
Yeah, aircraft carriers are dangerous.
The dawn of the aircraft carrier signaled the death knell of the Blue Water battleship. You basically don't have massive attack ships anymore because having an air force you can post literally anywhere on the planet that there's deep water means that they can't compete, period. So yes, a single aircraft carrier is a prime target, and we're going to have fun tearing it to pieces.
I mean, we saw the importance of carriers in infinite space.
That's true.
Once you got those little planes, it's like,
the ever-loving shit out of everything forever. Ooh. See, now the problem we have here is that the Intruder is not as maneuverable as even the Skyhawk. So we're going to have to work a little bit for our air-to-air kills. I really love the soundtrack for Ace Combat 2.
Yeah. I mean, the music from Ace Combat has just always been excellent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they've got F-16s. That could be a problem.
Oh, boy. Here you are with your F6. So behind the times. They're 10 ahead of you.
It's an A6 for attacker.
Oh, is that what the letters are for? So F for fighter
it depends.
or A for attacker?
It depends entirely on their intended role, how they're marketed, a bunch of stuff. Excuse me. All right. Oy. That did not connect, I don't think. Let's see if we can get back in on him. Come on, you.
If there's no hooting and hollering, then it probably didn't.
There we go. Whew, boy. Who knew that there would be so many aircraft guarding the carrier? I keep wanting to hold the change target button to focus the camera on the enemy. I don't think that shows up until the PlayStation 2. Yeah, the soundtracks in the first couple of Ace Combat games tend to be in more of the rock or electro genres. You don't really start getting some of the sweeping orchestral tracks that the series became famous for until Ace Combat 4, as far as I know. Dang it, that helicopter grazed me. That's probably, I don't know, $100 worth of damage. It's fine. It's fine. It'll buff out. Aha, transport vessel.
Oh. No more.
Yeah. In case people were wondering, yes, the game feels as good to play as it looks like it might. This is not even a very maneuverable aircraft compared to some of the later ones.
It looks so smooth.
And this is smooth as hell. Quite get that gun down there. Alright. One thing that we don't quite have yet is the graphical fidelity to show non-target enemies on the map. When you zoom out to look at the whole area, you can only see the target, which sometimes makes it a little bit difficult to locate things, but you'll figure it out. It's fine.
Gotta get that money.
We do gotta get that money. We're financing this whole operation ourselves, apparently. That's not necessarily true, like they have more planes for us, but they're taking it out of our paycheck. Whoa, that's a... Oof.
Woo!
Skyscraper. Everything's fine here. We're all fine. How are you? I do think the A6's little wingtip flaps are kind of cool.
I'm glad that it's not pasting a weird paint job over all the planes this time.
Yeah, I'm not sure that your paint scheme... In later games, defeating aces would give you their paint scheme. I don't know if the same is true here in Ace Combat 2. And you can see we do have our Scarface Squadron colors, but they're a little bit more subdued. And there's me taking out the carrier. Goodbye.
Yeah, so the replay only does the last little bit of the mission for this one.
Basically your last KO.
Later ones will go the entire mission.
Yeah, they load a chase camera view of your aircraft into memory, and when the mission ends, it'll just play that chase camera from start to finish until you skip it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
We got an F-16.
Means if you did something really cool, you could go and see it from another point of view.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't believe I didn't crash there. That was a nice tense moment. Aha! Now we've got branching paths.
Oh.
We can do Operation Tin Castle to go after the enemy's forward base, or we can try to cut off some of their supplies by doing Operation Opera House to hit the oil fields at Gunther Sound. What do you think?
Both are pretty important targets, it seems.
One will help our land forces.
Also that money. I'm guessing the 35 is how much you'll get paid for doing it.
Yes. It's also a rough indicator of how dangerous a mission is. And you know what? We eat danger for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. And second breakfast. And 11sies. And afternoon tea.
Alright there, Frodo.
I thought it was...
It was Merry and Pippin who have that conversation, yes. Frodo's just the first Hobbit I thought of.
I'm trying to imagine what a jet aircraft designed by hobbits would look like. Probably the Goblin Parasite Fighter, that little bitty stubby one that we saw in Sky Rogue. Now we can ask people to come with us. Let's see. We have another named pilot in a MiG-29. Call sign Ricochet.
So if there's a call sign, that means...
Correct.
Are they aces or just?
They're aces.
Okay.
All right, so we have Slash or Edge. Edge will show up in many subsequent games. She is basically the Ace Combat development team's waifu. She actually shows up in a lot of Namco stuff. She's a race queen in a bunch of their racing games. I think she's been in a lot.
Sort of an unofficial mascot.
Yeah, she's a mascot of sorts. Slash is more aggressive and will tend to go after enemies and targets. Edge is more defensive and will try to cover you. And we're gonna go maximum feral, so Slash, let's go.
It's like defense this early in the game? What? No.
I forgot to buy an F-16. Can I back all the way out of this? Yes. I want an F-16. Alright. This is a pretty cool color scheme for our F-16. We got sort of a like overcast day style camouflage. Nighttime mission, attacking a massive enemy keep. Whoop! Our relative speeds are getting pretty high.
Gotta go fast.
If I don't go fast, I think I might die. Yeah, now we can see some subtitles coming up for Slash, who will be hanging out and doing things. I believe that since his radar indicator is that sort of sky blue color, that the subtitles of the same color will indicate things that he says.
I'm weirded out by the multicolored stars or whatever those are supposed to be.
Yeah, they're stars. I mean...
You got red, purple, orange, blue.
Are you saying that real stars don't have different colors?
Not that drastic. Those look like Christmas lights.
In some places, you'd be surprised. The less light pollution you have in an area, the easier it is to see a star's color. Generally, it's still a little bit difficult, but sometimes you do get starry nights like this.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Gotcha now. Time to meet up with Slash. He's probably pining for some assistance in his pokey old A6. You know, Slash, I thought I asked you to attack the ground forces. There's a bunch of ground forces here.
But planes.
Yeah, we're birds of a feather on Slash, really. Alright, well, let's see. Where are we? There's Ricochet. We are going to deal with him before anything else. Come here, you. Oh, this feels really good.
Yeah.
Even if you land solid hits, enemy aces will sometimes be a little bit more durable, especially since they're usually flying planes that are slightly better than the stuff you get out of the standard enemies for a mission. Here's where we're going to want to keep our speed high. Somebody's chasing Slash. That won't sit. I need to be a little bit more confident in my launch and lead. These missiles are tracking okay. Oh Oh yeah, we got the guitars wailing.
God, the music is so fucking good.
Of course, I don't have a camera set up or anything like that, so you can't see me doing it, but rest assured I am doing a thing where I'm trying to turn hard, so I'm leaning physically from side to side. Oh, we're getting a little bit of that funk. There's one more to go. That's neat. It has a little loading transition to take you above the clouds if you go above a certain altitude.
Oh man, look at that view.
Yep.
So much detail.
It's true. Scientists have determined that leaning to the left or right when you're playing a video game does make you turn more sharply.
Yep, can confirm. I've played my Mario Karts.
It is wild how this game this was 1997, you said?
Yes.
So this game that is
23 years old.
yeah, almost old enough to rent a car feels this good. It's the good stuff. So let's see. Slash asked for I would have figured a round number. What the hell's the 750 for? Slash walking around money? You going out after? Actually, he probably is.
Yeah.
Aha, the X-29.
That's a nice medal.
Mm-hmm. A Golden Eagle carrying an air-to-air missile. If I ever found my own nation, I think that might be the flag. I might get sued by Bandai and go out of business. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab the X-29. This thing, due to its forward-swept wings, is extremely agile. However, it loses a little bit of stability. The Grumman X-29 was an experimental aircraft pretty much designed specifically to test this forward swept wing configuration, along with a couple of other novel technologies. Because it was comparatively unstable, it had to use fly-by-wire control, which meant that you had it replaced conventional manual flight controls with an electronic interface. So, you're, instead of just like having a lever that moves stuff hydraulically, you are sending signals by wires to the machinery, hence fly-by-wire. Alright, we've got only one mission available to us right now, Greased Lightning. We're starting things off in the first session with a tunnel run. Well,
Nice,
a trench
nice.
run anyway.
Trench.
And if you go too high, you're gonna get your ass smacked. Not in the fun way. These guys just need to play more Bomber Crew. You can do it. You just, just load up your blockbuster and get to high altitude.
Target the ravine base. The enemy's anti-aircraft missiles are highly accurate, and there will be no chance of survival.
You will die.
Watch your altitude.
Do not get your ass kicked. So there's our target. As far as we know, there's just this thing in the way. Do we believe that intel? Hell no. You might notice that we do not have the option of launch with support here, due to the semi-stealthy nature of the mission. We need to reduce our combat profile as much as possible, meaning we just bring fewer people.
Man, look at the details on this cavern. So much easier to tell than the last one, like where the walls are.
And that's why they can make it narrower.
Oh no!
Yeah, it seems fine right now. It's gonna get...
yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Look, there's a bridge we could potentially slam into. Let's not. We can say we did.
Yeah.
If you asked, hey Chachi, are they gonna put enemies on those bridges? Yeah. At least in the 3DS remake, I can't imagine why we wouldn't see them here.
Too low.
Well, do you want me to go high or low? You gotta make up your mind, buddy.
Not that low. Ugh.
What's wrong?
You're doing me a frightened, Chachi.
Well,
You're wiggling a whole lot.
if you want to do an air combat, you gotta commence to jiggling.
Must you though?
Yes. What is rolling and climbing and diving and juking if not just doing your wiggles? Okay, that was pretty close to the canyon wall, actually. Whew. Where the hell is anything? Okay. Whoa, that's gonna be a crash.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had some trouble parsing where exactly the walls were in that section. Happily, I don't think we're going to lose access to the X-29s. We're just going to have to pay a steep repair bill. Gotta flail around at the speed of sound.
Chachi's Law must wiggle.
I don't like flying in straight lines. It makes me uncomfortable.
Hey, rebuild the guns.
They work fast, these baddies. Thing is, I probably don't need to be going as fast as I am, because the only timer is my fuel, and we have a pretty generous timer, but
Gotta go fast.
I want to go fast. It is a pathological urge to... Okay. You might be asking how I got myself into this situation. Well, let's go ahead and let me have my just desserts.
Oh.
So that's 19,000 smackadoodles in the trash. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I just sort of, like, I shit the bed, I guess. I don't know. I'm just having a good time. I'm hooting and hollering and doing all sorts of stuff. Thankfully, they're going to supply me with enough planes. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet of titanium and steel and all other sorts of fun alloys. Thinking on it, the X-29 may not have been the best plane for this mission.
Too fast.
It's not necessarily a question of too fast. It's that it's a little bit of a it kind of bucks. You touch the stick and boy, it goes places. Okay, this is going okay. Pew pew! Hey Ann, welcome to you.
And
Can we get a shout out for In the chat?
yes.
Because In is an absolute peach. A wonderful streamer and person and artist.
There we go.
And also, she likes Terraria, so, you know, there's that. Thank you for your salute. We are having a fun game. I'm just gonna ignore that gun. It's that or smack into something.
For a second there, I thought that the bridge was a smear on the wall.
Oh,
It's
well.
like, oh, that is. Does this record where you died last time?
No.
No. No.
And a Super Meat Boy style air combat arcade game would be pretty fun. Just like watch a giant cloud of planes explode out of the spawn, and, like blap into different points.
Just to sort of trench run the the challenge mode the game.
Yeah. Speaking of trench runs, anybody who's just joining us might be asking, "Hey Chachi, why are you flying so low to the ground and so close to the walls?" It's because if I go too high, I will be shot down instantly.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's sort of like that. I just
Oh
have to barrel
God!
roll
Oh,
defensively.
geez. Oh.
Yep. That's why I don't have this in full screen, because I'm hoping that it will not induce as much motion sickness in anybody who might be susceptible to that kind of thing. Yes, it is scary, and I'm glad you noticed.
Holy moly! He's doing me a real big frighten.
Yeah.
But
so,
you did it.
So it's a pretty short mission. The part where the canyons got real narrow and shallow, that was very, very near to the end. I'm just sad that the replay wouldn't show off the absolute terrifying butt puckering maneuver I had to pull to not either get shot down or slam into solid rock. Whew. Whew.
And
Hey,
we
there's
got
our
the
friend.
A10.
Yep, old reliable.
Chachi has been playing Ace Combat games for a very long time, so
Since about
he does much of frighten,
2006, I'd say.
but still good.
There's a reason a former roommate of mine called this game series Flying Like a Douchebag, because I'm the only person he knew who played it.
And that.
Let's see. We can either pursue a plane, which is probably going to be some sort of high-speed reconnaissance craft, in mission Midnight Assassin, or we can do mission Bear Tracks and attack a mine, which I imagine they've probably turned into a reinforced bunkered hangar. What do you think? Ground attack or high-speed pursuit? I will say that the plane we just got is much more suited to one than the other.
Gotta go fast.
Honestly, the mission named Midnight Assassin is too good to pass up.
That too.
It's
That's a
pretty
good
cool.
name.
I need to figure out if there's a way to export game replays from a 3DS card. I might be able to save them to the SD card on my 3DS, because in the remake of this, Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy, you play the same missions. That canyon run is also in the 3DS remake, and in my highest scoring run ever, I went over the section where the canyon, you only have about maybe 200 feet of vertical clearance. I went over it inverted. My cockpit was probably about 40 feet away from just solid rock.
Oh, jeez.
And that did me a real big frighten, but I also hooted and hollered a lot.
These are the kind of games where when you do something cool, it sticks with you.
Yeah. Alright. There is an enemy ace in the mission, it looks like. 117A. He's flying a stealth fighter, Razorback. That's a pretty good call sign. Let's bring some support. And since this is a pursuit mission, we're going to bring the aggressive fighter. Engage enemy aircraft. Let's see.
Dynamic turning.
Yeah, the F-16, it has better air-to-air, and that's what we need, so we're going to bring it. Uh-oh. Our radar is being scrambled. Means they have a Dragon craft somewhere nearby. Oh. This guy's no rookie. Also, as you can see, the tracking on our missiles is slightly worse due to the jamming. Another effect is that your short-range radar sort of goes in and out. In addition to having the fun little pixelation effect.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. This game is like a quantum leap forward from its predecessors.
Yeah,
Very, very
it really boosted forward.
there you are.
Oh,
Fight me.
that's the point.
This might... Yes.
Nice.
That's it for Razorback. Being in an F-117, I didn't expect him to take too much punishment. The composite materials that you need for stealth technology at the level of the F-117 means that it doesn't stand up as well to punishment. There we go. Even on our long-range radar, you can see that things are just sort of blipping in and out. Alrighty. Now we're getting into the soup. F-18s.
Nothing quite like a good dogfight.
You cynic.
It's like, yeah, ground targets can be fun, but just being up in there in the sky and just...
It just feels unsportsmanlike to do a bunch of ground pounding.
Yeah. Of course, when you've got good anti-aircraft.
That's true.
As evidenced by your grandfather's military career.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, here are the jammers.
Hey, Link.
Link Switcher's coming in hot as usual. I don't think these are the only jamming craft, but the possibility exists that, yep, they were, so
Yep.
now things are nice and clear on the scope,
Nice,
which means
nice.
you guys are proper fucked.
I think we've mentioned it before, but yeah, Chachi's grandfather was anti-aircraft in World War II, and his battalion claims and has not been contested on having the first, being the first ground crew to shoot down a jet craft. That's the correct details, right?
Yes, uncontested first kill on jet aircraft by ground attack.
Yeah. He used to talk about how difficult it was to figure out where the jet planes were coming from because they didn't have the ability to track them because they were too fast. So they'd have to wait until it went over once, duck and cover, and then try and triangulate where it was going to come from on the next attack.
Do extremely fast and sweaty mental math.
But it worked. Yeah, I gotta lead the target by a week.
This A6 is slow enough that I'm undershooting it. Come on. There you are. Alright. I don't know if there are any other enemies on the scope. Might just be these
Just
last
the targets.
couple. So let's see. The fast ones, yep, I had a feeling this was the escort. Thankfully our F-16 is more advanced, so... Whoop.
And not like that's been a real problem.
It's true. Fun fact, in the 3DS remake of this game, you can bring out piston aircraft. There are 2 prop planes you can use.
Oh my goodness.
They make the game kind of challenging,
I believe it.
but it's pretty fun. Let's see if we can sidle on in behind him. Whoop. Yes. All you have to do is screw up strategically. Oh, I was going too fast. I'm surprised he didn't shoot me down. Yeah, you know, it's like we said at the start of the stream. Just pull up beside them, pop the cockpit, and pull out your revolver.
Just do the thing from Redline.
Yeah. I left one enemy aircraft out there. I don't think it was an ace. I don't remember.
You got the ace.
That's right. Razorback was the ace.
Yeah, you handily got the ace.
Yeah. That was sort of a gimme. don't remember what I didn't shoot down then. It must not have been important. Maybe another F4 or A6. Probably an A6.
Sledgehammer.
We haven't actually bought the A10 yet. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that because I believe... Yeah, our only available mission is going to be, like we were talking about before, ground pounding. So we'll just get the good ground attack aircraft out of the way. All right, we're going to have a little bit of Peter Gabriel today.
Escorting our attack operation. A bomber
Bunch of
unit is to
B1s
attack
in
the enemy
formation.
shipbuilding facility after finding an opening when the enemy front unit retreats. We
You know,
want you to
given the number of enemy aircraft I'm seeing on the scope, it might have been wise to bring a multi-role.
As you know,
As a matter of fact, there appear to be almost exclusively enemy aircraft in this mission.
Ah, not ground pounding, in fact.
Oops, all fighters. I'm sure this will be fine. There are some targets of opportunity. Uh-oh. A solid red aircraft with the initials ZOE.
Is that a Gundam?
It might be an oblique reference to Mobile Suit Gundam. No, this is an entirely different kettle of fish, and I'm not sure I can shoot him down.
Slash, please.
Slash cover me. I'm gonna need these. I didn't actually have to pick the A10, but I just, on muscle memory, yeah, go up higher and bomb the enemy planes.
There you go.
In later games, that is a thing you can do.
Thank you, Anne.
Yeah, I appreciate the well wish. I'm gonna need all the luck I can get. On the plus side, I'm carrying a lot of missiles.
This is a strange looking plane.
Yeah, the A10 is it's ugly.
Whoa, that guy ate that one.
However, it is extraordinarily effective. We talked about that a little bit in the air combat playthrough. This thing is basically a solid steel bathtub with a gun strapped to the bottom and some engines to fly it around. It's difficult to shoot down, and it has a hell of a lot of attack power. I want to go find the enemy ace. And I actually do need to do something about the F-18s. Slash is covering my tail instead of guarding our friendlies, which means that somebody has to do that, so... It's been no fault of his own, he's just doing what he's told. Yeah, that's just a helicopter. We can swat that now, no problem. Whoops. I just saw a missile go off. Help wanted. Ooh, that's a friendly going down in flames.
Ooh.
Don't like that. That's probably coming out of my paycheck. Okay.
I like the variety on the you hit a guy alerts.
Boy, you mean you don't like being... Oh my god, I almost extremely slammed into that helicopter. Yeah, the helicopters are this odd calculus between not very threatening and actually quite threatening, because I believe they do actually have air-to-air missiles. Their targeting just isn't very good on low difficulties or the early missions. But they can and will splash you if you're not careful.
Nothing more embarrassing than a plane being taken down by a helicopter.
Yeah, it's a little silly. Where the hell's the ace? I've only got 1 or 2 targets left, and I want to shoot him down. It might be the ace on my tail, as a matter of fact. Who's that back there? Let's go ahead and pull a loop. Let's see if we can... Speed up. Speed up. There we go.
Don't stall when you're pointed at the ground.
Yep, there he is. Now, in terms of speed and maneuverability, this is not a very fair fight. ZOE here has me grossly outclassed. However, they don't seem to be making use of it.
And
Interesting.
they're gone.
Oh well. Whoops. Why do I keep doing that?
Zone of the ended.
You have
Nice.
no idea how close you actually are, Eddie. We did it.
Yay!
Give me a old 1-2 punch. The little cartoony explosion noises when we splash something in the quick replay are fun. Is it just me, or did Slash ask for less money this time?
You did, because last time was 8,750.
Weird. So surprisingly normal looking metal. That's well sus. Don't remember if we have a new... No, we don't have a new aircraft yet. Let's save. And then we'll do a high altitude chase. I'm gonna say, this is moving at a pretty good clip. We've gone through, what, like... Is this mission 10 for us?
Yeah, the missions
haven't
have
even-
been all relatively short, haven't
We
they?
haven't even been an hour yet. I like the way they're nice and bite-sized.
Yeah.
Unit in flight was sent to us by a reconnaissance satellite. From its
Somewhat
side,
realistic. You don't tend to have long... excuse me?
operation.
Whoa.
Intel is incomplete. We don't know what those aircraft are. Anyway, yeah, usually any fight is over a lot faster than you might be indicated to believe if you were going from, like, movies or TV shows, and that's especially true in air-to-air engagements.
Leader gently and watch your airspeed.
It sounds like they're putting me in a specific aircraft, and that worries me slightly. Oh, no. Let's see. I shouldn't bring the Skyhawk, but I do want to just get a look at it. Look at him, he's a little guy.
He's small.
Yeah, the A4 was used for quite a long time, even after it became not so useful in terms of combat ability, because the sheer abundance of them meant that replacement parts were plentiful, and that made it a good training aircraft. So let's see. Let's do the X-29 again. Get this nice needle nose out there. We're gonna rise high. Oh, hey. Same hat. Oh, we going above the clouds? Hell yeah! Look at that snow blind effect.
Woo!
We afterburner now. Whoops.
Oh, no, back
Yeah,
down.
that's what they were talking about with stalls being a thing. The higher you go, the thinner the air is, which means that you gotta pay attention. The A4 is. That's really good.
Nice.
That get him. No. Yeah, the gimmick here is that the enemy aircraft are all at very high altitude, and your service ceiling realistically is probably a little bit higher than this, but they're slightly out of your reach, so you have to keep sort of reaching your neck up high to get at them. They go like, Alright, I am pointing the exact wrong way.
Now, what would happen if you hit the edge of the map?
I think it just turns you around. The target is kind of far away.
not even viewable on the map. Whew.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We are laying on the afterburner like hell.
Zoom zoom.
As the boss used to say, stand on it. Let's see, right now, I believe our speed is in Imperial units. The designers of the game did not include this as a visual cue, but we are about 90 miles an hour or so, if I'm remembering right, over the speed of sound at sea level. So we are at super cruise. I'm gonna do an aileron roll just for fun.
Cause I can.
There's them bad guys. You up here?
I saw your tweet about that, Lynx. So you are not quite done with Doom yet.
Also, it's kind of wild that the latest Doom episode came out, what is it, 28 years after it was released? This is just really cool, is watching this endless sea of clouds stretch out in front of us.
Yep.
We dove into the sky in a world of endless blue. Boy, I'm wondering if that X-29 we saw at the start of the mission might have been a red herring.
I see.
We're catching up.
The first
but,
ones were at one corner at the map, and these are at the other corner of the map.
They started somewhere near the middle. Lynx keeps getting pulled back in. Oh wow, I don't think I'm gonna catch them. Yeah, I'm not gonna. They're gonna edge out before I can get to them. Whoops. Fish and nailed.
But mission not ended?
Give it a couple of seconds.
There it goes.
Yep.
It was just waiting for them all to despawn, I guess.
I don't think it counts you. Yeah, it. Wait, what? Did I get paid for that?
It looks like you did. And promoted. And an F-14.
But that's wrong.
It just said mission over. It didn't say mission failed.
Yeah, this I think is the branching path stuff. It might be the case that if you can actually get to the unknown craft, you get a different one. But as it is, we're going to the Schofield's Plateau. Failing upwards, it's a file accuracy. Well, it's here. We might as well get the new airframe.
Taking over the enemy arms production base. Your mission this time is to take over the enemy arms production base, which is the source of their main weapon supply. If we are successful, we not only inflict serious damage to enemy arms production, but also benefit.
Now, if you noticed when we were sweeping over the,
only eliminate
we have two aces,
Hmm.
Tall Man and M
take
Sphere.
over the base without damaging it. Target.
Yeah, so they told us right there, is that there are things that we can hit with weaponry in this mission which are not targets. So not only can we fail the mission if we do that, but it will also be deducted from our earnings. So be careful. Yep, see, there's the blue icons right there.
Do not hit Franz.
All right. Well, this one has us going out in paired F-14s, so let's do that. Oh, there's a version of Sigil that has an enhanced soundtrack. Nice. That sounds pretty good. Okay, now here's where we see, yep, okay, this is a true evolution over the first game. We have swing wings.
Hehe. Nice, you had one go top and the other go low.
Yeah, these are seasoned pilots if they
Hey,
know to
Halls.
do that. Hello, Halls. We are doing a thing.
The soundtrack is by Buckethead and it comes in swinging.
Wow, that sounds terrifying in a good way. Your
Oh
sense
no,
of time is
Halls.
completely distorted. Could it be, Halls, that we saw you streaming D&D at like 5 a.m. your time or something?
Not that early, but yeah, like 2 to 3-ish. Oh, good lord, Halls. 40 hours doing math and then sleep for 14.
Sleeping for 14 hours. Like a scrub. I can beat that.
Hey, there's the Colonel.
Yep. The other kind of ace you'll find are people without call signs, but with ranks. You can only find the ranked enemies if you shoot them all down in sequence.
Huh.
I believe the Colonel is the one that starts it off.
D&D was after the maths.
Whoops!
I know people who stayed up 40 hours doing meth, but not math.
Yeah, we are in the furball now. There's a lot going on out here. Yeah, the F-14 is... Whoa! The F-14 was almost a flaming wreck. What was I saying? The F-14 is kind of an overrated aircraft, but God, it looks cool.
11 to 3 because Americans. That's a very late D&D night. That is...
What you gotta do is just do from
It's
7...
college for us.
You gotta do 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Hey,
No,
Tyrion.
excuse me, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's what it was.
Yes, the gray paint was found between the streams. Or games.
Welcome.
There was a raid. Why didn't the raid pop?
That's a good question. We should have alerts up.
Yeah.
Got the,
I
set
forgot
this
to
in
open
there.
Streamlabs, though.
Is that a thing?
I mean, it shouldn't be, but sometimes it just doesn't like to do the things if... Or maybe Twitch is being a pain, I don't know. But thank you for the raid, Axe. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much for showing up.
Tia broke the raid.
As we engage in Operation Swordsmith, taking our F-14 to secure this military manufacturing plant. So don't hit the yellow targets. Now, where are those enemies? There we go. Hi, Tallman. Bye, Tallman. We'll deal with him in a second. Whoop. Just pulled a nice loop because I can.
Yes, we are familiar that 3 a.m. is a normal night for you.
Cheeky fucker.
Oh god, I'm just getting college flashbacks going to bed at 9 a.m. Could not do that these days.
I'm sure you could if you tried.
I don't want to.
Well. Okay, that might have scuffed my paint a little bit.
Careful there.
Who's hanging all the way over here? Just an old MiG-21. Hey, buddy. What's up?
He's just coming on fast.
Whoops, it's too close for
Skipping along
missiles.
the ground like a stone tossed across water. Whoop.
The MiG-21 turns pretty tight. There we go.
Oh, down he goes.
Now, where's that other ace? Where is that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Hello? Slash, did you shoot down my ace?
Slash.
I mean, if you did, well done, but also, damn you. Here might be our next contestant.
Yikes, Halls.
Nope, just one on MiG.
that's a friendly.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out. This guy's jet wash.
Good lord, that is a lot of math.
Where are the baddies? I demand an ace to shoot.
Get over here and fight me, you cowards!
Where the hell's Tall Man? No, I shot down Tall Man. Where's M-Sphere? Did I just, like, not notice?
You killed him that fast. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. To be fair, statistics is still math.
Do people say it's not?
Hall said half math, half statistics. Like, that's all math.
So I'm guessing the other math is probably something more advanced, like calculus.
Ugh.
We did it.
It does me a real fright when it cuts straight to the mission accomplished. It's like, if you had kept on, you were gonna crash, but it took control away from you.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, now let's watch this family circus ass flight path.
The true math, using words. Yeah, there you got them both. You got Metal Sphere like immediately after Tall Man.
I did not even realize I was shooting at Metal Sphere. Huh.
Yeah, no, I do not miss math at all.
Hey, look, now we can get a Nighthawk.
You're a
And to be
senior
fair,
master sergeant.
That's a pretty sweet paint job.
That is a really good.
Midnight blue with the yellow accents. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. I mean, I'm still not gonna fly it, but it's pretty good.
It looks cool. I'm not gonna use it, but it
Actually,
looks cool.
That's kind of unfair. I didn't fly the F-117 in the last game, and at least this time we have a good paint job. That's not like, hey, let's make this thing completely non-stealthy. Destroyed prototype bomber. Yeah, I mean, the F-117 is a decent ground attacker. Maybe it's a sign. This is so expensive as hell. Good grief. We're going to the Kimona Islands. We're gonna hear that name a couple of more times in the series.
Destroying the enemy's
Is this where the sort of shared world thing starts to...
from the data found in
It
the enemy's
might
arms
be.
production base.
Also, one of the most popular tracks in the entire Ace Combat franchise is named after the Kimona Islands.
Huh.
It's been remixed 2 or 3 times, I think.
And the project
It was used as the promo track for Ace Combat Infinity.
islands were the final stages of fine-tuning. It would be a great
Yeah, I don't miss the math classes that I had to take for
We want you to attack the production
my computer
prototype
information systems degree. Like, I didn't have to do too complex stuff, but the teacher basically assumed that we remembered everything we had learned in, like,
bomb the hangars and identify the exact location of the
sophomore year high school math. And we did not. So, like, once I remembered what it was we were doing, I just had a sort of aha moment. I was able to catch everything up, and then I ended up basically tutoring half of the rest of the class because they didn't remember how to do any of it. Never thought I would end up being a math tutor, honestly.
The world works in strange ways.
Yep.
Okay, now what are these moo cow stealth? what the
Why
fuck?
are they cows?
If I'm being honest, causing so much confusion that people forget to shoot you is like being stealthy. So that's valid. Stalker. Ooh, this guy's
Yeah.
a mean motherfucker if he can handle a MiG-31.
Bombers looking like gateway computers.
Ah! Nice.
Literally just saw somebody tweeted that. I mean, not specifically about the bombers, but about the gateway box.
Yum.
But man, that takes you back to a very specific point of time.
Yep. Anyway, here's our aircraft with the really, really flat bottom.
It's kind of flat in general.
Mm-hmm.
Top's not too... Aside from that pointy bit.
We're sort of a funny angle.
Yeah.
There's a decent amount of topology going on the top of this thing. Oops, that was a terrible shot. This one's probably better. There we go. Now, where is that other fighter? Hello, Batty. I'm sure he'll find me. We need to get going to the target. And, well, something. Aha. All I had to do was look away and pretend to be not interested. It's me, I'm flying the suit airplane. You're just gonna fly in a straight line. I'm gonna try to get you with my guns.
I'm disappointed that's not the actual subtitle of the game.
Hey, Nair. Oh shit, there's people on my tail.
Hey, Naren. The cow army is a force to be reckoned with. Indeed.
Yeah, the Cow Army, I think, is more of Diablo 2's thing. Alright.
I get it.
Where? Aha! We're dealing with some kind of stealth craft, because they're fading out of my radar if I get too far away. Hey look! Same hat.
There is no cow level.
Here they are. It's the Moo Cows. I found them.
Moo.
Take that.
Time for hamburgers.
Just call me the Judas Goat because I'm leading you to your doom. Let's see which way to turn. Around here somewhere. Yep. Sneaking right behind him. Perfect. Now we just move in and bag him.
Steak.
So tasty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of targets.
That's ground missions.
Whoop. Don't want to get hit with a SAM. My goodness, it's a smorgasbord. I wonder when we're going to run into Stalker. Oh, speak of the devil. Stalker likes to play chicken. That's cool, I can respect that.
Cow tipping is real.
Okay, mister. Hi, how you doing?
Woo!
Yeah, this is where the aces start really...
It gets less a slaughter and more a dogfight.
Yeah, they are telling you you cannot just...
Did
you
he
don't
shoot
just-
that out of the sky?
No, just one of them impacted and one did not.
Ah.
Yeah. These aces are not guineas anymore. He's probably gonna dodge this one. Nope, he just decided to... What are you doing?
Just taking them.
I was just talking you up.
We're just telling everybody how cool you were. And then you had to go and ruin it.
Stalker, what the hell? Maybe he was in G-Lock. After that little maneuver where I think he probably pulled out his Polaroid and was like, hey, smile! I know you're over there. Whoops, they are trying to rope the dope, and they almost did. Okay. Let's get back to it. We have a bazillion other things to shoot.
Yeah, there's a big old clump of red there.
Note the shuttle launch platform there in the middle. That actually is part of a set piece in a later Ace Combat game.
Ooh, you're kind of close to that tall building.
Don't worry about it. We're going to leave that for a little while. We can get a lot more cash if we mop up some of these other enemies first.
So many things to shoot.
Yeah.
Extras.
Oof. Have we got more Moo Cows on us? We do. Holy shit. It's the sequel to Moo Cow. We can call it Moo Cow 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Electric Moogaloo.
Ah,
Ah.
it's happening. There's the sound placement. Only I may wear the hat. Where is that missile coming from? Where did it go?
Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Yes. I'm asking sincerely. Was it you? Where did?
It was Cotton Eye Joe.
I guess it was. Where's your nickname?
Ooh. There's something blaring.
That's the lock indicator.
Ah. It's like,
So-
shoot him for the love of God!
Yeah, maybe you could shoot the enemy plane. Alright. Well, yeah, while I was waltzing around behind him, somebody's sneaking in on me. CB, the answer is Ace Combat, and don't worry about it. Do it.
Huh.
What's up?
I didn't know that Cotton Eye Joe, actually, the song dated back to before the Civil War.
What? So Rednecks did a cover.
I mean, there have apparently been several covers.
Huh. How about that?
In 1985, the Moody Brothers did a version that got a Grammy nomination for Best Country Instrumental.
How about that?
A 1992 album from the Irish group The Chieftains, and then in 1994, the Swedish band Rednecks.
Thank you, Sweden.
But yeah, it's got apparently a very old history of Cotton Eye Joe.
How about that?
Versions have been recorded since 1928.
Well, that thing was carrying some kind of ordnance. Alright, now we come in for our run at the shuttle platform. I thought I was going to look cool, but I looked quite the fool. Alright, let's try this again.
what my tinnitus sounds like.
Allow me to commiserate, fellow tinnitus sufferer. Mine is more high-pitched. It also generally behaves itself if I got some sort of background noise happening, but if it's very quiet, yeah, it gets a little insistent. It's not the space shuttle, but it is a space shuttle.
Now, the whole reason... Well, look at all those X's.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason that we are fighting is because of a coup, correct?
Yes.
So, was that our space shuttle, or that we were like, hey, you can't use this, so we're going to take it away from you? Or did they have time to put a space shuttle together, and we're like, fuck you?
Ain't give a damn. I'm here to kick ass and get paid. I'm just admiring Stalker's badge.
It's a real good
It's
badge.
shiny. As you can see, we don't have a couple of aces. This is because they're on missions that we did not go to.
Yep. There are other paths. Gotta play it multiple times to see all the story.
Here's the Raphael again. Just in time. I need a nice multi-roll. Oh, man, time is just flying by. This is great. Here we are in the Scully Islands, another place where...
Scully Islands.
Yeah. Another place where you might find some people who are bad to the bone. Fight a mobile fleet.
Assault of the mobile fleet. We have received information that the enemy's mobile fleet is on the move. They
Oh yeah,
seem
here's
ready to rally
Dale Gribble here.
forces of their frontline troops. Your mission this time is
Oh,
to
wait.
attack the enemy's mobile
What was that call sign?
put a stop to the siege
What was what call sign? Hangman.
Yeah, so we actually have 3 enemy aces here, if you noticed.
Woo.
It was a little bit difficult to see the first one, but
Our capability is immense.
Mobile.
Caught it in sight and use the hidden breakaway operation.
stick and move, float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Yeah, let's go ahead and go through the, so we got a couple of Harriers here.
A warship.
Yeah,
Transport.
some ships,
Carrier.
the carrier.
Man, there's a lot.
Hey,
Hey,
that
it's our
call
friend.
That call sign's familiar.
Huh.
Wonder if that's going to be important later. Trio of F-14s. Yep. And the Hangmen, who are apparently a team ferocious enough to have a group call sign. That's ominous. Chaff is advanced pocket sand. Yes.
King of the Hill is better than it really has any right to be.
Having Slash cover us means paired fails, so we're going to do that.
Aw.
Also, we get 1 red one and 1 blue one. It's perfect.
Nice, nice. Fashion planes.
Alright, Operation Seagull is go. There goes Slash. Holy shit, buddy.
He is in it to win it.
Yes, I am aware that there is a sub versus dub battle about King of the Hill, and it's hysterical.
Yeah. Yeah, that... What a world. People talking about King of the Hill like we did about anime in high school.
Got these good horn flares.
Oh, God, this music. Oh, it's so hype.
I believe it
Wailing on that guitar. Hey, Zoe.
He just laid down for that one. Good grief, buddy.
Do I look like I know what a Hokage is?
Nice. Yes, hit that synth like it owes you money.
Oh, God. And this is just a normal, like, it's a tougher mission. You got the 3 aces, but it's not like a boss mission.
I believe in the remake this is actually a boss mission, and it has 2 parts. The first part uses this track, and then they switch songs for the boss fight.
Nice. Ugh. These games just go so hard with the music.
Cheeky dick. Alright.
Fine, I'm gonna hit your warship.
Hello. Yes, I know. Hey, buddy.
There's just a type of music that combat planes call for. Highway to the Danger Zone, for example.
Wield
It's
your
just gotta-
guitar like a sword.
It's just gotta be hype as hell.
Track just looped. Hello, coming in for a landing. Negative, the pattern is full.
But you gotta admit, landing your own plane on an enemy carrier is a power move.
Just jump out as soon as the tail hook catches and start fighting people hand to hand.
Hey, here's some planes.
Yeah, I do have a mission to engage in, so I gotta at least take a swing at some of the boats. But
You've been doing that. You just took out a whole fleet.
what? The fleet is still here.
Yeah, but you took out half of them. All of those things that you were just taking down were targets. I could see Tom Cruise doing that in the next Top Gun. And yes, someone's hat is fucking gone.
There you are. I figured the hangman would be flying in formation somewhere around here. Looks like they just broke apart. Ooh, getting a little low on the altitude there.
It used to be a thing in Battlefield to leap out of your plane, shoot the pilot of the enemy plane, and then steal theirs in midair.
Yeah, or look up the videos of the Loop Zook or the Loop Snipe. They both are the same concept.
This is absolutely about playing chicken with planes. And doing 6 stunts over bridges. And under bridges. And trench runs. And then you're playing chicken with walls.
Spoiler, the wall usually wins. Oh, you friggin' think, don't you? No, sir.
Oh. God, this just looks like it feels so good.
It feels incredible. I've never played this version of Ace Combat 2, and I did not expect it to feel this smooth.
I will play chicken with Mother Earth and I will win.
I will walk backwards and to hell.
And there's all the aces down.
Alright, time to mop up the survivors. Let's go and come in for a nice low altitude pass at these jerks.
You're just trying to scare him there.
Yes. Gotta assert dominance.
Oh, more planes.
Yep, we'll get to them in a moment. We need to finally get rid of this aircraft carrier.
That's probably where they're coming from.
It's all crippled in morale.
This looked like it was the last target.
Yeah, but it has 3 different spots to hit. Mostly I want to get rid of its sand launcher so it has less of a chance to pop me while I'm fighting its friends.
Is it also known as Indiana Jonesing someone?
That is a really good stunt. And who knew that all you needed to come up with one of the most memorable moments in pulp action cinema was to have really, really bad diarrhea.
Oh, poor Harrison Ford. Too tired to deal with acting.
That stuntman, though, like, whatever
Sold
he
it.
was being paid, it wasn't enough.
Yeah. Whoop. This guy's more dodgy than the aces were.
Bracket them with your gunfire and then lead them right into the missiles.
Hit.
Who do we have left?
An A6.
Hardly even a threat, really.
You're running out of missiles, though, is sort of the thing.
Yeah, but I'm also running out of enemies.
True.
And I've always got my guns. Probably got a couple
But
of
missiles
thousand rounds
are-
of ammo left.
Missiles are much better.
Yeah, they're valuable.
It's like it would take so much longer if you had to gun down everything.
Would it surprise you to know that there are rewards for finishing these games without using missiles?
Not at all. Okay, another one. Get him.
I'm gonna do it. Hey, buddy. Hi.
Hello. That's a different trick. The stunt in the battlefield is basically there's a tower held up with cables. You plant C4 on the cables and goad someone into dogfighting you.
Ah. Clever. Alright, scope appears to be clear.
Look out! Look out! Then leap out of the plane, detonate the C4. The cable whips up and kills their plane. Get back in yours and cruise away.
That's very clever. I like it.
Yeah. That is some tricks there.
I'm giving you guys a chance to abandon ship. Didn't quite get him.
You got the gun.
I was really hoping for the double-double, but it doesn't work out every time.
Yeah.
This will work. Easy peasy.
Whew. Missions are starting to get longer now.
Uh-huh. I'm probably going to have time for 1 or 2 more.
Of course, if this were the first one again, you'd be almost near the end of the cutscene.
Holy moly. Yep. Now we get to do the Top Gun and land on a carrier.
That's sort of random. Why are they doing this now?
Good question.
What is the difference between a bingo and a bullseye in these games? As far as I can tell, it's just mixing up the hey, you did it, because the first one was just
This
bingo.
is not going to
all-
end well.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah,
Nope,
we're going to take
nope.
another pass at this, I
Woo!
think.
The first game, it was just bingo all the time, and your co-pilot was just hooting and hollering the whole thing. And now it's not as tiring to be good at the game.
Also,
Yeah.
Sweet Handle. Good Mobile Suit Gundam reference there.
Welcome to you. I'm Max. Guy behind the wheel is Chachi.
Good evening.
He's a big Ace Combat fan. Oh, this is too high.
Yeah, I think this angle of attack is a little too steep. Ah, man, this feels a little bit overtuned. Like, I'm moving very fast in comparison to that carrier, which I know is somewhat realistic, but boy, this is a lot trickier than subsequent games.
You're running out of time.
I'm aware of that, but I don't.
And you're just not getting far enough away from
Yeah.
the ship to...
It's a bonus stage. It would have been nice to get, but man, I only had one approach that was halfway good, and I was coming in way too fast.
Yeah.
So, we'll try it again at some point.
Now, how come you got that? Because we haven't seen that before, with asking you to land.
If I remember, it's just you get them every once in a while.
Okay. Whew, made bank on that one.
Yeah, got kind of dinged up though.
Yeah. You're now a warrant officer.
Mm-hmm. Same rank as Ellen Ripley.
Nice.
That's a pretty good credo. Hangmen also die.
And there's Zoe again.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, so
Captain, Major.
Aha! So all of those are Zoe's.
Mm-hmm.
One night stand. Reminds me of trying to duel biplanes and monoplanes in War Thunder.
Yeah.
Get like 4 nanoseconds to actually do anything.
Hey, you like trench runs?
Into the enemy submarine base.
Because we got another one.
Enemy submarine base deep among the cliffs stretching directly inland from the inlet. We received information from our intelligence division on submarines loaded with deadly cruise missiles. It is considered that this base is likely to be the enemy's main area of operation. We want you to go
Oh, God.
in on full attack.
Oh boy.
Target, the
Yeah.
enemy submarine base. Because the air above the base is protected by a similar anti-aircraft missile network to that
Do it again.
base, flying at a high altitude will
Yeah.
be dangerous. Be careful. The cliffs are deep and complex, and any small
You
navigation
don't say.
could be fatal. Proceed with care and concentrate on your navigation.
Don't get cocky.
I don't think there's an ace in this mission.
Probably not. There's not usually other planes in,
Just the Dragonet class submarine.
yeah.
You'll take on.
It'd be a real dick move to put planes in a, canyon run.
Yeah, usually they make you do the trench run, and then there's an ace somewhere in the
Like, at the
staging area
end,
thereafter.
yeah.
Boy, we are moving pretty fast already, huh?
Now, is it easier or harder to do the trench run in first-person mode?
That's a good question. I would say it's about equivalent. Maybe a little bit harder, because you don't have as good of a sense of where your wings are and whatnot.
But it might be easier to sort of keep to the middle then.
Yeah, but then we don't get to see our cool Eurofighter.
True. Split up.
Yep, see, there's those air missiles I was talking about in
Yep.
helicopters.
Yep. Use the force, Luke. Have you ever seen the film Stealth?
No.
I think we passed on that one. He was blocked by
Yep.
ground. Stealth was one about the stealth plane with the AI that went rogue, isn't it?
Yeah, I got like struck by lightning and became sapient.
Yeah.
And like Jennifer Garner. And
Yep, and that's
Jamie
the one,
Foxx
CB.
and-
Ship. Yep. Y'all remember more about this than I do. I just remember the plot. And that's only vaguely.
For God's sake, pull back on the fucking stick!
And Halls follows up with, it's horrible.
I believe you.
Yeah. Woo! You were closer to that one than it looked.
Mm-hmm. Turns out when you're moving at 320 miles an hour and something is moving at, relative to you, 0 miles an hour, you come up on it real fast.
Well, getting near the end.
Yep. In the remake, this one's timed.
Halls managed to guess the end within the first few minutes when they were drunk watching it in a hotel. That's a bad movie. If you're drunk and you can still predict the ending. No, we're not pulling up.
Alright, time to take out the submarine. And for
And
some reason,
done.
they don't shoot us down when we leave.
They're too demoralized.
If they wanted
like,
to make the
oh,
mission
they got
really
our
hard,
submarine.
they should have made you pull an Immelman turn sub-radar. Which is a terrifying concept, really. Still a warrant officer. Not a lot of opportunity for advancement on that, but we did get an F-18, which is fun. Ooh, man, we are starting to run a little bit low on cash.
Oh no, bought too many planes.
Yep, we can sell a couple, but we don't have as limited a stable this time.
Taking over the hydraulic power plant. We need you to take over the hydraulic power plant facility located in a secluded spot in the mountains.
Just looking for the
This
ace.
operation in the same way you attack the
Oh.
enemy arms production base.
There.
without
Is it
damaging
Zoe
the
again?
base itself.
Yep.
You must now
ZOE,
concentrate your force in attacking
number
the
3.
enemy's escort fighter unit and their attack facilities. Target: the power plant defense units. There are many enemy fighters guarding the plant, and there seem to be a large number of anti-aircraft weapons positioned around the base. In this operation, you will face heavy resistance from both air and ground. Give it your best. We're counting on your safe return.
That's very generous of you. Alright, Slash, let's get him. Sure, we'll let Slash go ham for once. The Hornet, another really good looking aircraft. I forgot to check for aces besides ZOE.
I'm sure they'll find you.
Yeah, most likely. Hello!
Oh!
Well, these guys are aggressive.
Oh goodness, Halls guessed the ending as a joke too. Oh, that's a bad sign for your movie.
Really? These guys are tough. Looks like Slash is engaging the other MiG. There you are. In an F-22! This may prove to be a challenge. Bright red livery.
Alright, Char.
Yeah, extremely.
We've got your
advanced.
number.
Craft. When's Gallant Char gonna start playing? I don't think that's gonna hit him. Well, son of a bitch.
You're making him mad.
I'm up above the clouds now.
Above?
Yeah, now I'm below again. Just, you know, taking a little dip.
Yeah.
Ah, nice rolling hills, which are crammed, packed full of sands, I suppose. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
What's that?
Nice river there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect spot to put a power plant, really.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about how well I kept him in the center of the camera there.
Yeah, that was pretty solid. Yeah.
There's the pillbox. Damn. Okay, that Sam has got to go. There you are. I can definitely see what you're talking about. The Hornet's physiology, for lack of a better word, is pretty front-loaded. Oh man, yeah, the Independence Day thing, I don't know. I'm sort of two minds about Independence Day because it's not exactly high art, but there is something sort of fun about watching Randy Quaid slam an F-15 into a flying saucer. Where are you? Are you right above me?
That is
Simon.
a really good sequence. Like, no matter what your thoughts are on the whole movie, just "Oh boys, I'm back" is it's one of those lines.
There we go. Alright.
Now, when are we gonna see your favorite plane in the series?
That's a good question. We haven't played Ace Combat 3 yet, or at least I haven't, so it may show up there, but as far as I know, it doesn't show up until Ace Combat 0.
Whew. I would be surprised if it had been in 3 and then they took it out for
4 and 5.
yeah. So
And given Zero's theme, I'm spoiling the game very lightly by saying this, but given Zero's theme is sort of like the Ace Combat version of the Cold War, it makes a little bit of sense. Cold War, it's a lot of things. It's like Ace Combat World War 2.5-ish. It's weird. It's really good, but it's difficult to come up with a good way to neatly encapsulate the story.
the stories get real big. Like, these are pretty simple. Like, hey, there's been a coup. Fix it.
Let's be honest. Basically every game starts with, hey, the bad guys did a bad thing and we're on the back foot. Win it all back.
True. I guess that's the simplest way of it, but these they feel smaller, while the later ones feel more,
Sweeping.
yeah, more world encompassing as the world has grown with the series. Ooh, look at all these targets.
Yep. Really thought that guy was going to pop me. Alright.
Stop yelling at me to pull up. Do you want me to hit these things or not?
You want to switch seats? Maybe you can fly the plane. No, the Mirage is a pretty good looking aircraft. I like it. I mean, I'm sort of easy when it comes to planes. There aren't many that I don't like the look of.
MS6, we are actually playing every single game we can possibly play in the series. This is the second one of a full series run.
Yeah, specifically Or Jonathan is asking if I'm going to play the version that was released in the US, or if I'm going to play the Japanese version that has been translation patched by Project Nemo. I am going to try to do the Project Nemo patch. So sorry to anybody who doesn't like reading subtitles, but we're going to be doing that one in Japanese, if at all possible.
And how come the localized one took out a chunk of the story?
I have no idea. But apparently it's like a third of the size of the Japanese release or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's a pretty substantial amount of cut content.
Paul's likes Delta Wings.
Fucking same? Oh, my paint job, you fucker!
So these first few games, Chachi's doing semi-blind, but once we hit 4, that's where he fully dove into the series.
Correctamundo.
But you're not doing the advanced one, right?
Yeah, like, I might do 10 minutes of it if we've got extra time after the end of the stream, but it's not fun to play.
I can't imagine it would be, having the different controls on a controller versus in the Game Boy Advance.
I mean, you can use a D-pad to fly a plane. We did it in the first Ace Combat game. The trick is that Ace Combat Advance is a top-down shooter, and not in the vein of like Raiden or 1945 or something. Your plane stays stationary the whole time, and the map rotates around you. It's hugely disorienting.
God, that style.
Yeah, everything is extremely tall and difficult. Tall. Everything's extremely small and difficult to parse. It stinks. It's not fun.
Yeah. Well, CB, there will be subtitles, but also plenty to look at. So that looks like fun, TM. Yep. Second Lieutenant. You're just climbing on up.
Aha.
SU-35.
Getting some Slav tech.
We were talking about Ace Combat Advanced.
As you can see, ZOE here is getting a little bit more extra with their metal every time.
Yeah.
Like
The swords are really cool.
The hilts are a little stubby, but yes, it is a neat metal. Craft? Yes, that's right. Oh boy. No. I'm gonna have to start selling things now. So who's on the chopping block? It's hardly worth it to sell the A4, and it's so cute. I don't want to let it go.
Which one is the one with the flying aircraft carriers?
Yes. How does the 3DS remake of this game handle? Honestly, fairly good. If you ever played the game Sky Crawlers, Innocent Aces on the Wii, which is also by Project Aces, it has a similar maneuver system where if you are in close proximity to an enemy aircraft, a meter will start to fill up, and you can tap a combination of the Y button and a direction on the stick to snap a special maneuver and get in behind them. It's a sort of nice compromise between cinematics and accessibility. It's pretty good.
One control stick is one more than PS1 had for a good chunk of its life. True.
Go to the A6.
Oh, the F-14 is just a nice looking plane.
We already flew the F-117. This is a decent roster, and I think we have enough money for the Sequoia
Yes,
now.
you only needed a little bit more for that. Look at all those stats. That thing is a well-rounded plane.
Yeah. Scratching my nose here, pardon me.
12 missions done already. Wow. 13. Sorry.
There's a few in this game, is the thing.
Good. So what you looking up?
I'm just taking a quick look. the airframes for the Sukhoi fighters, they run together a little bit, possibly because they hit on a winning formula pretty early on. Alright, so now we can either do the mission El Dorado, going to Faith Park and looks like flying around a bunch of mesas, or we can do Operation Dark Star and attack a transport plane.
You get a lot more money for the first one.
Yeah, let's go to
But-
El Dorado.
It's 9 o'clock. You want ready to keep going, or?
Shit, you're right. No, I don't want to end the stream. I don't want to.
You may have tomorrow off, but I still have to work.
Yeah.
Be sure their counterattacks will escalate fiercely.
Fiercely escalating counterattacks will occur
Next time.
week.
Next time.
So I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. This has been an absolute blast. I didn't know what to expect, considering I've never played the PlayStation 1 version of Ace Combat 2 before, but this is a blast. It is so good. Frankly, if you've got a working PlayStation 2 or PSX and are curious, this is one that I could definitely recommend. Air Combat shows its age a little bit, but this one holds up beautifully. Or you could do what I'm doing, which is emulating it through RetroArch, although I do own a copy of this. So let's see, that's it for tonight. We'll be back likely this Sunday with a little bit of XCOM, and in the meantime, we need to find somebody to host.
Well, we've got two options. We've got Elegant Frost, who's doing Mega Man Legends, and Half Coordinated, who's doing some flying himself with Joy Lancer.
I gotta imagine Half is going to be finishing up. He's been going at that for hours.
Half goes for a long time, though.
Let's cool down a little bit. Let's stick on the PlayStation, do some Mega Man Legends, have a nice relax.
Okay.
Little dungeon crawl.
Alright, we'll send over to Elegant Frost then. But thank you all for joining us, and we'll hopefully see you on Sunday for more XCOM.
If you enjoyed your time here, consider following. It helps us out.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Good night.